Deep in the heart of a lush, green jungle, there was a village unlike any other. Towering trees stretched high into the sky, their leaves whispering secrets of the wild. In this village, all the animals lived under the rule of a mighty lion. A lion so powerful, so fierce, that even the bravest creatures trembled at the sound of his roar. Every morning, the birds would stop singing the moment he stepped into the clearing. The deer froze mid-step, their hearts pounding in fear. Even the clever fox, known for outsmarting everyone, would quietly slip into the shadows rather than cross his path. This lion was not just strong. He was the undisputed king of the jungle. But there was more to this lion than just strength. He carried himself with pride and authority, often reminding all creatures who ruled this land. The jungle had known peace, or at least the calm that fear can bring. But deep down, a whisper lingered in the wind, a feeling that something dark, something dangerous, was creeping closer. Something that even the king himself might have to face. And on that quiet morning, as the sun filtered through the thick canopy, a shadow moved on the edge of the forest, small at first, but growing, twisting, and turning into something no one had ever seen before. The jungle held its breath, not knowing that the days of calm were about to come to an end. The story of courage, power, and survival was about to begin. Just as the jungle seemed calm under the king's watchful eyes, a new, terrifying presence emerged. From the shadows of the dense forest came a creature unlike any the animals had ever seen. She was wild, fierce, and untamed. A bloodthirsty being with the twisted face of a woman and the claws of a predator. Her eyes burned like coals, and her every movement sent shivers down the spines of even the bravest animals. One by one, she began attacking the villagers. A deer, frozen in fear, became her first victim. A small group of rabbits tried to escape, but she was too fast, too cunning. Her cruel laughter echoed through the trees as panic spread like wildfire. No one dared stand against her. The peaceful life of the jungle shattered in an instant. Word of this monstrous creature soon reached the mighty lion. At first, he was calm, confident in his strength, but as reports piled up, animals missing, cries echoing through the forest, his pride was wounded and anger began to stir within him. The jungle he ruled, the kingdom he protected, was being terrorized, and he could not allow this chaos to continue. Determined, the lion set out to confront the bloodthirsty creature. The ground trembled with his powerful steps as he approached the clearing where she had been seen last. Every tree seemed to hold its breath. Every bird fell silent. The stage was set for a battle that would test not only his strength, but his courage, wisdom, and leadership. The lion finally faced the bloodthirsty creature in a dark, shadowy clearing. The air crackled with tension as their eyes met. The king of the jungle, strong and proud, against a monster fueled by rage and malice. The first strike came fast, a blur of claws and teeth, and the lion roared in pain. The jungle seemed to shake with the force of their battle. The creature was relentless, striking with deadly precision. Each blow tested the lion's strength, and at first, he struggled to keep up. His powerful muscles ached, his fur was torn, and even the bravest heart could feel fear creeping in. But he could not give up. The safety of his kingdom depended on him. Suddenly, the lion remembered the hidden potion, a magical syrup deep within the jungle. With a surge of determination, he drank it. Instantly, energy and strength flooded his body. His roar echoed louder than ever before, shaking the forest and sending a warning to the creature that the battle was far from over. Fueled by newfound power, the lion launched a final, unstoppable attack. The creature fought fiercely, but it was no match for the lion's enhanced might. With a swift, decisive strike, the bloodthirsty monster fell, defeated. The echoes of battle faded, and the clearing grew quiet once more. The king of the jungle had triumphed, but not without scars, both on his body and in his pride. The jungle grew quiet as the echoes of the fierce battle faded. The bloodthirsty creature lay defeated, and the animals cautiously began to emerge from their hiding places. The once terrified deer and rabbits peeked through the bushes, their hearts still racing but filled with hope. The jungle had survived the storm, and the king had proven his strength and courage. The lion, though tired and bearing the marks of battle, stood tall. His eyes scanned the clearing, ensuring that the threat had truly vanished. Slowly, the animals approached, no longer trembling in fear, but looking up at their king with admiration and gratitude. They realized that it was not just brute strength that had won the day, but courage, wisdom, and the determination to protect the kingdom. Birds began to sing again, their melodies echoing through the tall trees. The deer pranced through the clearing, and the foxes cautiously stepped out, sharing wary but relieved glances. Peace, once fragile, was restored. The jungle seemed to breathe again, and the sun shone brighter as if celebrating the triumph of its rightful protector. With the bloodthirsty creature defeated, harmony returned to the jungle. The animals, once scattered and terrified, now gathered together, celebrating their safety. The lion, though weary from the battle, watched over his kingdom with pride. He was not only the strongest, but also the guardian of peace, wisdom, and courage. Stories of the battle spread through the jungle, reminding every creature that courage and determination could overcome even the most terrifying threats. The deer danced, the foxes played, and the birds sang melodies of joy and relief. Life had returned to its rhythm, brighter and more peaceful than ever before. The jungle learned an important lesson that day. True strength is not only in power, but in protecting those who cannot defend themselves. And the lion, the rightful king, remained a symbol of bravery, justice, and hope. The tale of the bloodthirsty creature would be told for generations, a story of fear, courage, and triumph. A story that would forever remind all creatures that no darkness is too strong to overcome when courage and wisdom lead the way.